sometimes I talk about this, when it comes to the financial world and the moron mainstream medias out there, such and such fell unexpectedly today, and the jobless numbers were unexpectedly higher. Unexpectedly. How stupid. Who writes this garbage? Who tells them to say that? Unexpectedly. Oh man, got stabbed directly in the heart today and unexpectedly died. No, no, he expectedly died. Your 401k in the market is going to expectedly terminate, expire, go kaputs. So speaking of that, oh, hang on, back up right there. Apple crashes. You know, Apple stock? Apple crashes into bear market, $160 billion gone. Apple diehards who keep saying the stock, quote, will come back, are going into hibernation today. Shares of the gadget maker closed down another 2.7% Friday to 106.03, knocking the stock down 21% from its high of 134.54. The breathtaking decline not only puts Apple into a bear market defined by a 20% drop, but has obliterated a staggering $160 billion in shareholder wealth from the top. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Just to put that into perspective, Apple's 160 billion decline is larger than 477 companies in the Standard & Poor's 500 are worth. A drop this big is the financial equivalent of wiping out the market value of entire companies like PepsiCo, 146 billion, International Business Machines, IBM, 133 billion, or Nike. Man, you got the new Air Jordans, son? Nope, because 111 billion, they would be gone. Seeing such a massive decline in Apple carries more weight than a similar decline in any other stock would. Apple is still worth more money than any other US company, making it the most important stock in the market measures like the S&P 500. Apple also is the most widely held stock by individual investors. So the decline directly hits home. Troubling signs point to weakening demand for smart. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting to hear that damn word unexpectedly. And whatever I'm reading here, better not have said it. I better be able to read this article without hearing that damn word. I'm telling you right now. Troubling signs pointing to weakening demand for smartphones continues to dog the stock. Now, hold on a second. Remember I'm trying to think of what time frame. 4 months ago, 5 months ago, maybe sooner than that. I was talking in here where I always usually do these videos. I had my phone. I was talking about how people, our sheeple like state of mind. Got my brand new $900 iPhone and right, but can't afford this, can't afford that. And it may have been on the video when I was talking about the people who are going to GoFundMe. Can you help fund my daughter's ballet lessons? Even though I just spent 5 G's on brand new kitchen cabinets. Can anyone help my daughter? And then the poor sap, which is why I really did the whole video, was because he lost his wife and his 401k and still had massive margin call to go because he had to liquidate those to help pay the margin call. And said I just got cleaned out today by shorting this stock, and it actually went up $20 from $2 or something. It went up to 20. Got the biggest margin call I've ever heard of. I owe 100 and something $1,000. Got to liquidate my wife's 401k, my 401k. If there's any traders out there who feel my pain, I understand this is my fault, but and anything you can do will help. That's why I did the video. So That I think that's when I picked up. I got my $800-900 iPhone, and I mean, are we really, as a people, as a society, really doing the even kind of sort of right thing with this stuff? You can't have a $300 phone. Oh, but it's not. It's not an i. It's not gonna have the Apple apps. Okay, but it's Android. And it's got the same damn thing. Just okay. Now what? Well, it's not an iPhone. Okay, we discussed that. Go ahead. What else? Has the same damn apps. Go ahead. Continue. There's nothing else. It's the same thing when and it's probably the same way nowadays in school too, public school. When I was a kid, them Air Jordans, son. You better have them $100 Air Jordans. Again, $100 back in 1989, 1990, 91, etc. $100 is a lot of money, right? For a pair of stupid shoes that had the word Nike that were still being created in a damn slave sweatshop in China or some other third world country at the time, India, wherever. But my damn shoe says Nike on there. It's got a guy doing this in the air. Air Jordan. That means everything. But you could then, same argument, instead of the phone, son, nice shoes. How much are they? $100. Damn. Mine were 30. I know, you ain't got no Jordans. But yours has rubber bottoms, right? Soles. Yeah, got soles in them. Yep. You tie them. Yep. You put them on your foot and wear them. Yep. You walk with them. Yep. You run, play games with them. Yep. Oh, I do the same thing too. But yours don't say Nike Air or Air Jordans. I know, but I'm wearing a shoe and you're wearing a shoe. Kind of like my car, you may have Michelin's. I've got Firestone or some. Does it really matter? Do I need a guy on the side of my tire slam dunking? I mean, what is this? See how people are conditioned so easily? And as I say this, I know some of you are saying, oh, he's talking to me right now. Damn, Jason, who does he think he's talking to? I got an iPhone. I know. I I know you do. But there also is a difference when someone is not living paycheck to paycheck, has a good paying job, has a nice quote unquote uh, middle class or maybe upper middle class American lifestyle. You can go buy the $800 or $900 iPhone. You might have two or three cars. You only need one. Or if you're married, three to four cars. And they may not be the jabroni shoe. They might be the Nike Air shoe or you know, the expensive car. So, point being, I think we really need to relook at stuff because once again, the real stock price, share price, is going to come out. But it was Apple. Oh my God, the iPhone. They had all the gadgets and the i this and the i that. Excuse me. Now what? Now what? Just lost 160 billion. Let me read that last piece in case this is some doesn't quite make sense to some people. A drop this big, 160 billion. This isn't the collapse of the company. This is just how much the stock dropped. A drop this big is the financial equivalent of wiping out the market value of entire companies like PepsiCo, International Business Machines, IBM. You kidding me? Yep. And Nike. Wow. Seeing such a massive decline in Apple carries more weight than a similar decline in any other stock would. Apple is worth more money than any other U.S. company, making it the most important stock in market measures like the S&P 500. Apple also is the most widely held stock by individual investors, so the decline directly hits home. Sorry about your luck. Troubling signs pointing to weakening demand for smartphones continues to dog the stock. Analysts are cutting growth expectations for the fourth quarter and even the first quarter as they incorporate weaker demand. Why would there be weaker demand for the awesome iPhone? That's like saying there's weaker demand for the Nike Air shoe. Air Jordan, son. What? Maybe. I don't know if I want to say this too, like I stand behind this too much, but I'm going to say maybe people are waking up a little bit. Do I really need the $900 64 gigabyte iPhone? I could settle for a $600 32-bit version or 32 gigabyte version, or I could settle for a $200 LG whatever phone, Android. I can get the same damn apps, and it's only, again, 200, $300, depending on which one I want. I think I'm going to make I'm going to make an informed decision this time. I don't need a $900 iPhone. I really don't. Let me go get the LG or the Samsung Galaxy, which some of those suckers can get up there too, but maybe you'll get the one down, the last year's model, so to speak, even though it's brand new, still does the same damn thing. This computer that I'm on right now is years old. The computer that my wife is on, years old. All three of my kids, naturally, I'm an IT guy, have their own computer right out there in the living room, are years old technology. My car is a 2004 ex-police car, auction car, got for $2,800. My wife's car, $7,000 or so, $7,300 I think we paid for it when we got back from Tennessee. 2005 Dodge, minivan, caravan. So at the same time, I do live fairly comfortably. I could go, let's go buy something really expensive. Let's just go do it. Let's go buy something stupid. But we try not to do that kind of stuff. Sure, we buy our little trinkets and little things, and I saw this today. I went ahead and got that. But we don't make really dumb decisions like that. So it's not surprising to me. Again, Federal Reserve just raised the rates. We have an immediate horror story right here in front of our faces with Apple declining massively. The fact that it would have wiped out Pepsi, IBM for God's sakes, and Nike just shows you how overinflated this piece of garbage stock was that everyone got hyped up about. How is that turd working out for you now? As Lindsey Williams said, I'll end this video with this. When the market not starts crashing, when the market crash really takes place, the shares, the stocks, all that paper garbage you have, you think it's an investment or an asset, it won't be worth the paper it is written on. And as he said, September to December, we're going to start to, we should see, his elite friend said, we're going to see the collapse take place. And I'm going to have to be quite frank here. While the whole market's not melting down right this second, Apple losing 100, what was the full number? 160? Go back up there just to make sure I got that right. 160 billion? Enough to wipe out IBM, Pepsi, Nike. Not sure about you, but I think maybe what Lindsey Williams might have been onto something with that statement. And I'm sure we're going to find now that the Fed has risen or raised the rate. What damage, I guess I should say, has been done behind the scenes. It just happened. So now we have the trickle effect. Next week, week after, a month later, who's been affected by all this? We still got our two big commodity giants, Trafigura, Glencore. They're in deep trouble still, following that here recently too. They ain't looking any better. And when a big behemoth like Apple loses $160 billion, 21% decline from their high, only a fool would think Lindsey Williams is going to be wrong about the market crash. Now, what I won't sit here and say is, do I know absolutely certain that by January 1st, the big giant collapse and everyone's going crazy, the stock market crash happened? Can't say that. They may slowly drag that piece out. Who knows? But what I do know is from September to now, oh my God, have some major things happened regarding that market that are going to cause destruction on the stock market and your retirement, your pensions, etc. That I do know, and that has already been shown. And the biggest spotlight right now is on Apple. Take care.